In this video, we'll show you how to do the rib stitch. We're using Hayfield Bonus DK and you'll use the yarn and needles in your pattern. Rib stitch is worked by doing a combination of both knit and purl stitches. If you're new to these stitches and need to look at them, then you can refer to our videos for stocking stitch and garter stitch, which will show you how to do the knit and purl stitches. Rib is worked in different patterns. We're going to be going through a 1x1 rib, which is worked 1 knit, 1 purl, and a 2x2 rib, which is worked 2 knit, 2 purl. Rib stitch creates a really elastic and stretchy pattern. I'm going to be starting off by showing you how to do your 1x1 rib. To work your 1x1 rib, we're going to start off by doing a knit stitch. And then one of the most important things to remember when making a rib is we're changing our stitches from knit to purl, and this means we're changing the direction of where our yarn comes from. For a knit stitch, our yarn lies at the back of our work, but for a purl it's at the front. So after our first knit stitch, we want to take our yarn from the back, between our needles, through to the front, ready and set up for our purl stitch. For our purl, we're going to come under, wrap around and push off our needle, and now we're ready for our next knit stitch. Remember, we need to take this from the front, between our needles to the back, ready to do our next knit stitch. So in, wrap, pull off. Remembering to bring that yarn from the back through to the front before starting our purl. You'll find if you forget to change the direction where your yarn is, you'll create extra stitches in your pattern. So always remember to, after you've done your stitch, to take the yarn back between the needles into the direction you're working. So behind for a knit, and then bringing the yarn in front for a purl. And that's creating a 1x1 rib. I'm now going to show you the technique doing a 2x2 rib. With a 2x2 rib, we're working this technique in a similar way, but this time instead of working 1 knit stitch, we're going to start off by working 2. So we work 2 knit stitches in a row before changing our yarn coming from the back through to the front to then work 2 purl stitches. Then changing our yarn again from the front between our needle to the back before we're working our knit stitches. Rib creates a really nice effect and stretchy fabric, but always remember to keep remembering to take your yarn from the back to the front when you're changing between your knit and purl. And that's the rib stitch. Practice until you're confident and then head to sirdal.com for more stitches, beginner kits, patterns and yarns.